Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. I'm really excited about today's flashcard. You guys know how much I love my flashcards. Well, check out today's flashcard for Christmas. Oh my gosh, it really is fabulous. We've got some nice bling going on there. You know I love my bling. And this is a really nice little wintry card. It's going to be perfect for holiday sending because there's not a lot of lumpies and bumpies in there to make it difficult to mail. So let's get started with our flashcard today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Our flashcard pieces we're going to be using today are a Night of Navy and Whisper White. Now, if you are brand new to flashcards, I want to encourage you to zip over to YouTube and search Connie Stewart flashcards. I've got a video there for you that'll explain how I use this template, how to create it. We keep these two pieces on hand at all times, and when you need a card and a flash, you just pull out these two pieces and a card base and you're ready to go. You can learn all about it over there at YouTube. My card base today is also in Whisper White. I have it cut at 11 by 4 1/4 and I've scored it at 5 1/2, so it's going to fit into one of our medium-sized envelopes. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start with the Whisper White. And we're going to get a little creative using a Post-it note. I have got Stampin' Up's 2-inch circle punch here. And what I want to do, there's this, whoops, I've got that. Yeah, that's my sticky side of my Post-it note. I want to make sure I catch that sticky side. I'm going to punch myself a little template. Hold on to this. We're going to use it here in a minute. And that's going to give me, there's my sticky. That's going to allow me to kind of center that circle up on all 4 sides, or all 3 sides, I should say, making sure I am going to punch it just right. Now, I can slide my 2-inch punch right in there, punch, and now I'm certain that I've got that centered right where I want it. Okay, we're going to set that off to the side, and we're now going to come in and work with our Night of Navy cardstock. Going to be using 2 stamp sets today. I'm going to use the Festival of Trees bundle, and you know when I say bundle, that means it's going to come with the matching punch, Fabulous Tree Punch. And then I'm also going to be using Endless Wishes. So to start with, we're going to go ahead and use Festival of Trees, and we're going to use this stamp right here, which is typically used to decorate one of the trees, but we're going to use it to create snow today. I'm going to use an Encore silver ink pad. These are really fun. The silver ink pad gives really nice bling without, you know, having to add bling. So you can see I've inked that up, and this is where I'm going to bring this Post-it note, this little leftover Post-it note back in. Because I am going to be covering this up, I don't want my snowflakes to hit on this edge. I only want them to be right here in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. I'm going to turn that over, stamp again. I can see I'm not hitting the edges, but if I come in right here, you can see I'm going to kind of go off the edge. So I'm just going to put my Post-it note right there. I don't have to measure it or anything, just as long as I'm kind of avoiding that little section right there. I'm going to stamp one more time. Now I can see that when I lay that on there, see, I'm not going to get any of that overhang. So that's exactly what we want there. Let me move this out of the way. We're now going to come in with that circle. We're going to use this in a couple different ways. The first thing I want to do is I want to create a little snowscape. I'm not going to quite go in half, but I'm just going to kind of, you can see, I'm just kind of making a little wave, if you will. This piece here, we're now going to come in with the Festival of Trees, the tree punch, and let me see if we can kind of see. Do you see I'm kind of using that curve and kind of creating a little cone shape? That's what I want. We're going to repeat that now here on the other side. And if you want it to be a little bigger or a little smaller, you can. And to straighten it up, just kind of get your fingers in there if you need to. Just like that. And I've got my 2, this is some scrap, we can throw that away. I've got my 2 little trees there. Now we're going to do some stamping on this. So let me go ahead and bring in my ink pad one more time. And from the Festival of Trees, I'm going to use this tree right here. I really only have to ink up just the top portion. And we're going to stamp that. You notice I have my mat underneath me. That's really important. Now, one thing I do need to tell you about the silver Encore pad is it likes to stay wet for a little bit. So after you stamp these, you will want to set them aside to dry. So let me move those. so they can kind of be drying a little bit while we work. Now this piece here that I cut, I'm just gonna ink it up, very simple, just boop, you know, no big deal. All right, so we've got that done. And you know what? I believe we're ready to start working on our card base itself. Let me move these pieces out of the way. So what I decided to do is to take the 3 snowflakes from Endless Wishes. You can see I just put them here. I believe this is a block D, as in dog. I just put all 3 of them on there. And I came along in some Night of Navy ink. And you know what? I actually did it for you in advance. I just stamped up there at the top. I stamped here at the bottom, stamped up there. So that's the inside of my card, okay? And I just stamped, not a big deal. I know you guys are cool with that. Let's go ahead and start to put this together. Oh, wait, whoops, I do have one more bit of stamping. I'm so sorry, we need a sentiment on here, don't you think? It's a little dull. Let's come in with, I've got a Christmas to You and the word Merry, and I'm going to use that Night of Navy ink. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to start with the Christmas to You, and again, this is from Endless Birthday Wishes, and I think you can see it there. I just lined them one right underneath the other, again using my mat, and I'm going to stamp this down at the bottom and over to the right. And now I can come in with the word Merry. By the way, if you're wondering why these aren't together, I couldn't get it as tight as I really wanted to, so I did keep those 2 separate. So there's my Merry Christmas to You. You can see I put some Stampin' Dimensionals here on the back. You notice I have 5. I did put 1 right here because I wanted just a little extra stability right there. So let's take that. It's just going to go right on top. Now I can take that snow scene that I made. Let's put some adhesive, just some snail on the back of that. And this, you guys, can kind of tuck down in here just a little bit. I don't want to press it on just yet because I want to make sure I get that end in there. So it's not going to fit exactly. We're actually pulling it down just a tad. Perfect. Now let's come along with our 2 now dried trees. I'll put a little adhesive on the back of 1. Oh, is that just not the cutest thing? All right, we're going to stick that one right there. This other one, I put a little half of a dimensional, or you can use what we like to call the dimensional bones. The dimensional bones are these little leftover pieces here. You can just snip a little bit, and we will put our last little tree right there. It needed 1 more thing, and that was a beautiful silver sky, or star up there in the sky. Let's go ahead and do that. To do that, I always save all my pieces of silver glimmer scrap, and I'm going to come in, look at that, this little bit, which we would normally throw away, it's exactly what I need, using my itty bitty punch pack. Okay, there it is. I was like, it went across the room. All right, so I've got a little star there. Let me come in with a mini glue dot. This will make it nice and easy to attach to my card. Just press it onto mini glue dot. And we're going to put that right up there. Isn't it great? Oh my heavens, and it was just so easy. All right, some adhesive, some snail back here. I can just adhere that right onto my card. Guys, that is all there is to it. And if I want to add my Merry Christmas again, I can do that right there. Isn't it cute? I love it, love it, love it. Well, guys, there you have it. It really is a fast and easy card. I love just all the different elements that came together in this card. Lots and lots of fun. I hope you're going to give that one a try. Now, remember, you can order all of the supplies I used on today's card at simplysimplestamping.com. I've got an online order button right there in the upper right-hand corner for you. Click it. Make sure to check the supply list there either on YouTube or on my website. Everything's right there for you, so you can make sure to get all the supplies you need to create today's card. Guys, thanks so much for being a part, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.